call to the honourable member for Werriwa.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. What is the Albanese Labor Government doing to give more people from the outer suburbs the opportunity to go to university? How does this differ from other approaches?
Call to the Minister for Education.
Thanks, Mr Speaker, and can I thank my friend, the wonderful member for Werriwa, for her question. Mr Speaker, today the Senate is debating legislation that will wipe $3 billion of HECS debt for more than 3 million Australians. This is the bill that fixes that spike in HECS indexation that happened last year. It wipes that out and it makes sure that this never happens again. And it is the first step in making HECS fairer.
Manager of Opposition Business.
The next step is what we announced a couple of weeks ago. If we win the next election, we will cut all student debts by a further 20%, for 3 million Australians nationwide. And both of these things help with the cost of degrees. If we win the next election, we will also reduce the amount of money that you have to repay in your HECS debt every year. So, for example, for someone on $70,000 a year, this means that you'll pay about $1,300 less a year than you currently have to. It means more money in your pocket, not the government's. It means more help with cost of living. But, Mr Speaker, we also have to do something about the cost of a lot of kids missing out on the chance to go to university at all. Now, today, almost 1 in 2 young people in their 20s and 30s has a uni degree, but not everywhere, not in regional Australia and not in the outer suburbs of our big cities. I know, as a kid growing up in Western Sydney, that for a lot of my mates, university just seemed too far away. It seemed like somewhere else for someone else. And part of fixing that is bringing university closer to them, closer to where people live. And that's what university study hubs do. We've already got more than 40 in regional Australia, and where they are, they work. More people sign up for a degree, more people finish a degree. And now, for the first time, we're going to put them in our outer suburbs. On the weekend, I announced the locations of the first 10. Broadmeadows and Epping in the northern suburbs of Melbourne, Melton in outer western suburbs of Melbourne, Macquarie Fields in southwest Sydney, Kurri Kurri just out of Newcastle, Elizabeth north of Adelaide, Sorell just outside Hobart, and Armidale, Ellenbrook and Mandurah in the outer suburbs of Perth, and Strathpine, just a couple of 100 metres up the road from the opposition leader's office in the outer suburbs of Brisbane. This is all about building a better and a fairer education system. It's all about helping more kids from the outer suburbs and the regions to get a crack at university, and there's more to come.